So we have a request from Ibrahim, more Brabo choke stuff. So in the previous video I showed you a lot of opportunities that will open up along the way while you're playing with the lapel, setting up your Brabo choke. But we didn't go over necessarily actually finishing with the Brabo choke so much. So from here, first simple one is just from close guard. Okay, so again, from close guard, we're going to be opening up this lapel. Okay, and I like to, you see when I come out here, I have kind of like thumb down or thumb towards my partner. I like to take an extra step here and get my thumb up, because this helps me with like my flower sweep threads here. Okay. Now what I'm looking to do is like a sit up sweep motion, okay, and get this lapel passed off behind my partner's back. When I initially pass it off, I'm going to grab nice and deep, okay, because I want to control my partner's posture and keep his posture broken down, and I start to walk my guard higher on my partner. This is going to allow me to start to slip down to the tip of the gi. I'm going to pass off my grip. So when I pass off my grip, I want to make sure my second hand is coming deeper than my first hand. So I slide down here, I go all the way to the tip so that my second hand can go deeper. And I want it in place, just in the exact same place it would be for a good cross choke. So my wrist bone closing off the jugular there, right? Now from here, if I get this far, and I'm one step away from finishing the Brabo, when he realizes this, all he has to do is keep his head to this side, and it's very hard for me to get the final grip, okay? So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to put my foot on my partner's hip, and I'm going to make an angle exactly as if I intended to arm bar this arm right here for my close guard. So I'm going to pivot off my partner's hip, and I'm going to bump my leg into his armpit. From here, he can't hide that second grip. Okay, so I start to hook my forefingers in on that handle that I made, and I pull my partner in for a cross choke finish here. Now, that's if he leaves this arm, maybe he's pushing on my chest, or he leaves this arm down. If he starts to bring this arm over, I'm going to grab it and pull it all the way across. Okay, now same deal, I can go over and get my finish right there. Sometimes, if you're super deep on this first grip, you can even hug and break your partner's posture, and it's like half lapel choke, half arm triangle there. Okay, here. Some other positions we can look at getting this style of choke from. One is going to be from a shield guard or half guard scenario. Okay, so first one, I'll have my partner having shield guard here. So when I'm looking to start attacking from shield guard, it's going to be a big benefit for me, much safer for me, if before I go on any of my upper body attacks, I get my knee through the shield guard. Okay. I'm not putting it down like I want to do a cross knee pass. I'm keeping my knee, it's almost more like a knee on belly kind of angle. My knee going towards this top hip, okay? Because as my partner tries to get on his side, it's hard for him to fully get comfortable on his side. I can drive in and keep him a little bit flat. What this does is, look, if I'm relaxed, or if I'm going towards a knee cut position, and he steps this foot to my knee or to my knee or my hip, he can free his foot easily, okay? If I point my knee towards his top hip and drive in a little bit, and he tries to step that leg, it's much more awkward, okay? And just with a little step here, I can keep him from finding that angle, okay? But now from here, we open up my partner's lapel. I'm gonna start to pass it behind the head. Okay, from here, I can pull my partner a little bit close, and now I'm gonna look for that second grip. I go here, and again, I go deeper on the second grip. Now I can finish right here if he does nothing. If he brings his hand across, when I grab this, I'm going to pull on both my grips like I want to hike him under my hips. Here. Put my chest on his tricep and shoulder, and then I can get a really nice grip right on this handle that I created, 4 fingers in, and get my Brabo choke right there. Okay? if you can't reach this handle here, you can even go down in and just finish like a cross choke here. Okay, if the hand comes up. Now we're going to set it up from not a shield guard, but a half guard where the legs are fully wrapped around your legs. This is one of my favorite setups for it. So again, here, of course, there was a battle here for me to get to this point where I've got my partner flattened out in the half guard, okay? You still got my leg trapped. Same deal. Once I get my partner here, and I'm sure I can keep him flat, my priority is going to be to free my knee, okay? So I'm going to make a nice, deep cross face here, kind of anchor my hand to his armpit or shoulder. I'm going to take my knee into my partner's hips, keep the half guard, and start to face my partner's feet. As I'm doing this, I can open up the lapel and pass it off, okay, to my crossface. So now this crossface also kind of acts as an underhook. From here, post my hand on the hip, walk my foot heel toe to my partner's tailbone until my knee comes free. Now, of course, here I have a ton of options to set up my passes. But one thing I like to do is as I start to bring my knee across to set up my passes, I can also step and sit down into this same position that we were looking at before. Even better because he's even more flat on his back. Okay, so he can't step his foot to my hips to block me right now. He has to get on his side first. So as he's fighting to get on his side, I can keep him down with this knee, and I can work on passing off my Brabo grip right here. Okay. And then the same exact finishes. 1 or 2. Right into that handle there. And one final one. This one is not really like a true Brabo. You're not passing the grip behind the back, but it uses the same movements. So I thought I'd show it with this one. This is one that Tryfin showed to us. He came one night and tapped everybody like 3 times per roll with this one. So now we're going to be in mount right here. So again, for this one, I don't have to have the lapel fed around. I'm just going to be looking for a standard 4-finger in collar grip, nice and deep, just like I would for any cross choke. Okay. Then I'm going to begin to angle, looking for my cross choke here. Okay. So I've got my knee slightly off the mat, my other knee near his shoulder, posted. Okay. So I'm setting up arm bars and cross chokes right here. Now, if this hand comes up to defend, I'm going to do the same thing. I can grab the sleeve, or I can even just cup the elbow. Okay. If there's not time to get a good sleeve grip. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to move my left knee out away from my partner a little bit. I'm going to windshield wipe my toes past his hip, and as I come off for a brief second, I'm going to take my weight all the way off of him as I give that yank towards my hips, like I'm hiking him through my hips. Now, my right hand is going to be doing the choke, my right wrist bone on his neck. I need to make sure when I come around here, I'm going to put my armpit on my partner's neck before I make any grip. Okay? Don't come here and grip and then try to find your partner's neck. Okay? I go armpit to the neck, and then I just grab whatever's available back here. Now from here, hopefully this looks familiar. It looks just like a darce. Basically the Brabo is a darce with the help of the gi. So here I'm going to push my chest into the tricep, pull up on my bottom arm, and down on my armpit for the tap. Alright, so there's some extra Brabo attacks, Ibrahim, Brabos you can try from a couple of different positions. Make sure, especially Ibrahim for you, when you're attacking from top guard, your knee has to be free. You need something, like always, to create your frames, to create distance with. You can't rely just on squeezing your opponents. If they're able to squeeze your knee and your hips, it's going to be too easy for them to reverse you. Okay, so while you're squeezing with your upper body, you need that knee free so you can create your frames and your space, manage the distance if things go wrong. All right, thank you.